But I'm trying to find something now.
Okay, it keeps telling me, I keep trying to tag people. Who on my list does not want to be tagged? Because it keeps telling me that, and then it wipes out the whole list.
Well, how dare they?
I know. So I'm going to do it a couple of people at a time, I guess.
Oh, where did it
Uh,
go? Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Bye bye.
hey,
Do you
Sherelle.
see it? Hey, Eli.
Hey, Eli. Where'd you send it?
On your messenger.
No idea. I didn't get anything on Messenger.
Oh,
Oh, I got it.
do.
Well, yeah, y'all should get off the phone and come on the panel. Gosh,
Right.
I see how much y'all love it,
Shit or get off the pot.
right? Gosh, Joe.
Uh, uh, hey, Eli, you want a link? I sent it to you.
I know I got it. I'm answering. So how you been? I haven't talked to you in like forever.
I know. How long did we talk last night into this morning? How many hours?
I don't know.
Many?
It was quite a few. 'Cause
I'll call you back in 30 minutes. I was like, she ain't calling back. Just gonna eat and
I
go to sleep.
I passed the fuck out. Passed out. I'm sorry.
Hang on 1 second. Look, look.
What is that? Wait. Say what?
Hang on. I'm showing.
Oh,
Don't say it out loud.
oh. Say something. Something.
There. There was no
Oh,
recognition there.
oh, did Sharon hang up on you? Well, hit the link, Sharon, and come up
Because
and join
Sharon
us.
wants to come up here and hang out with us.
Yes, she does. Ha ha, Joe.
I just got to find out if Eli would like a link. Come on up. Do some chatty chat.
Frank and his poems. I swear.
I know. Now my phone's making noises. Why is my phone making noises? This is just a mess, ain't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like this. It wasn't going to be like this when we were talking on the phone about coming live. I had people too, so hey.
Joe's threatening Sharon now.
just for that one to call back. She's not going to
He's
answer because she's going to be eating pizza.
he's threatening you, Sharon.
Ooh, Joe,
Oh,
you hung up on her. Ooh, you. Now we see the truth. I am kind of settled in, Sharon. My part of my living room still looks like a storeroom, and we have the love seat set up in Steven's room because he's got the TV set up in there. And but my bedroom and my kitchen are set up in my bathroom. So those are the rooms that count the most.
oh my goodness. Eli, you were on my Facebook. Where did you go? Where did you go now?
Yeah, I even took a week off from work. So,
Sure enough.
and then I started working again, and now I'm like trying to get
Graveyard
back
shift.
in work mode. Yeah, graveyard. Blame it on my ghost. Yeah, right.
Mm.
Okay, what is Strata Bianca?
What is what?
I don't know. Ed asked if anyone has seen the Strata Bianca. Bianca?
Oh my god, it's probably the bicycle race.
Oh gosh, Ed.
Why can I not find Eli?
Because he's invisible. You can't see him. Let me on your Bluetooth. Blame, blame, blame.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm.
So we thought we were going to have some excitement because we ordered our pizza and then they called us back and told us that they couldn't deliver to us. So we were like, ooh, I wonder what's going on. So as Frank and I
Wow,
were
Ed. Wow.
as Frank and I were chatting, and I was telling him that that Domino's couldn't deliver. He was like, "Is it that bad there?" And so I said apparently, and we started coming up with all these scenarios of why it was so bad here that Domino's couldn't deliver, only to find out that this is a really busy Domino's, and they don't want to put so much stress on the delivery guys delivering so much because they're already delivering 2 orders at a time, that they have to make some orders pickup orders, and ours happened to be one of them. And I was like, well, that's just not very exciting at all. But as I was telling Frank that, there was this guy in the middle of the street or walking down the street yelling into his phone about going to some guy's apartment and kicking it. I was like, well, I said, there might be some excitement after all, Frank.
Mm.
So, but the guy disappeared, so I don't know. Oh, Frank. Frank's going night-night because he's heading out in the morning.
He's mad at me. He won't talk to me. Well, it's not won't. It's more like hasn't. What?
I told him I've just been so busy that we haven't been able to chat much.
Okay, okay. Now I'm gonna have to do this a hard way.
Yes, Ed. You know I don't know Italian, so I have no clue what the Italian bicycle race would be. I don't watch the Italian race. I don't watch much bicycle racing at all.
I don't even know where they're racing. That tells you. That tells you something.
I didn't even watch when Lance Armstrong raced. So Frank says hello and much love to you, Kim.
Yeah, yeah.
With huggies in the the
He says
face
that.
emoji. Oh, I'm gonna tell him. She says yeah, yeah.
That whole robot. Are you a robot? Really? It's stupid. Make me go Um,
He says haha, haha, Ed. Well, I figured that was white. I didn't know what street was though. I really didn't learn much Italian at all.
God, that's small. Mm. Oh, good God. Close, close. Oh no, here we go.
Those
We're
are
gonna
some
be
cute heinies.
tortured. We're gonna be tortured. Like tortured.
Let's pick out the Italian heinies.
There, I sent it to him. You better not send me an email back because I'm closing out my tabs.
What's your
Close,
email?
close, close. Or Ed will start yelling at me for some weird reason. Mm.
So I'm guessing you were a bicyclist, Joe.
Oh. Those are fighting words to Ed.
I know, right? Hold on just a second.
The hell is this? What are you showing, Ed? Italy. Yeah, I get she's Italian. Yeah, identity card. I get that. Okay.
What I missed, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Even was
He was showing some Italian ID.
oh, that's right, I better.
It
You wanna
is.
say bye to Miss Kim? He says bye, Miss Kim. I'll be right back. I've gotta go lock the door real quick.
Oh, I'm tired. It just dawned on me. I'm tired. You never asked her question, all knowing eye. She asked how you were doing, and you just skimmed right over it. Sharon is somebody too. You can tell her you're a grumpy old goat or a grumpy old man. You don't share personal information. Honey, you can't blame him. He's not Dutch. Dutch people want to cycle everywhere. Y'all could do weird stuff like carry 5 or 6 kids on one bike, TVs, boxes. Oh, and I don't think Sharon was asking you personal information. She was just asking how you doing. He's how he's doing. Well, you can tell he's a grumpy old goat. Grumpy, moody old goat. Right, dear. I think we need to turn the ACs on. It's hot. I was trying to get to answer your question. Hey, Parasolo. Hello. Oh, you got to go to work soon. You got midnight shift too. Are we at a techno?
What?
I'm asking if we're in a techno. Carlos Ellis is he's got a midnight shift too.
Oh, do you really, dude? I know that feeling. Mine is getting swapped in the
And then
morning for 2 days, and then I go back to midnight. It sucks. I mean,
you're in a building all by yourself.
yeah.
It is warm in here. Holy crap. Ah, it's getting too warm too quickly. I'm not liking this. This is no. No. I want cold weather to stick around. Cold weather. Cold weather. A little snow would have been nice. Y'all got it all.
We got snow for a little bit anyway. Now it's just cold. Did you get my message?
Who?
You.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Psst, Joe. Joe. Hey, Joe.
Paracelsus says he's excited. He's been working on building his own SLS cam. After watching a ton of videos, might be ready by tomorrow after work. Can't wait to try it. Cool.
That's gonna be cool. Let us know how it works. You want to come up and tell us about it, or can you tell us about it? Or
I think he's heading out to go to work.
oh, oh, that's right. He's working the night shift. Okay. I'm slow, but I catch up, and that's only because I'm in midnight shift mode. So, yeah.
Oh my. I feel like we're at a techno or something.
I know, right? Yeah, my alarm is set for 5:30 per Han Solo, so I know how you feel, but I slept most of the day because I got up this morning not realizing I was going to be going to work in the morning. So now I'm like awake and oh my gosh, Joe, really?
Hmm. Why are you pacing? Do what? Why are you pacing? Can I have another ginger ale, please?
Oh, that's what I
Ugh. I don't like cold water. So the only thing cold I got is ginger ale.
I've got juice. I got wine, but I can't drink any right now.
This music's to be desired.
Yeah,
It's really annoying. What? Why are you on the floor?
exactly, Sharon.
Oh.
Oh man, see that sounds like my job.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
I usually work the midnight shift, and I'm used to working the midnight shift with 14 and a half hours, but I've gone down to 8 to 10 hours, so it's gotten better. I'm moving up in the company. And now we're on a fire watch at this one particular place, and I'm filling in for somebody, and it's rough when we're still growing. And we had 3 more people, we would have everything covered, and I wouldn't be working. I could sit here all night long, which I probably will anyway. So
It's hot. I get these weird swallowing things next to my MS. Next to my MS.
I know, right? Yeah, 14 and a half hours. It sounds rougher than it is because it's really not. But I got my 40 hours plus 7 hours overtime for the two week period. So 87 hours, and then I was off Thursday through Sunday. So
Hello, Thora.
hi, Thora, how's it going? But I usually filled in for other spots as well. So
I got something fun for March 19th will be our 2-year anniversary.
happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
I've been working on something really good.
Oh, it could be worse. Yeah. I hope it's really cool. It sounds really cool if it's what you've been telling me about. I can't wait. Not to mention, I'll be another year older. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old.
Please.
Breaking news, breaking news. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
That's breaking news.
Do you do readings? Sorry, it was cutting out. I don't do readings. I'm sorry.
No, unfortunately, I kind of stay away from that and do my main things on the paranormal and all that.
Oh,
But
just go.
don't ever apologize. I mean, everybody's welcome to ask questions, and there's never a stupid question. So,
Yeah, no, right?
but if you want a reading from somebody good, I've got the person for you, Thora. You just let me know, and I will direct you right to them. God, this music is awful.
Right?
I mean,
Makes me feel like I'm stuck on an elevator.
right? With a bunch of people, too.
And then you know me, and start sticking everybody out.
The person I would recommend you to if you want a good reading, a good, honest reading, is Matthew Stapley. Stapley. And he is really, really, really good.
And
Oh,
you can
yes.
find him on Facebook as well.
Yeah. And I've got 2 spirit boxes roaming around here. Oh, okay. See, well, there you go. I liked him a lot. He was very nice and he's quite genuine.
Yeah, we're in the paranormal. Kim does interviews with some amazing people, and I'm just here.
And
Okay,
you're
Tara
just
Han
here.
Solo. Sweet dreams. Glad
Good
you made it.
night.
It's good seeing you again.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Next time we'll get you up here. So, yeah, Thor, we just thought we'd come on and see how everybody was doing, and just kind of like,
Just chill out and have fun. Just chill.
what are we doing here? Well, do you really want to know?
I don't know.
With this music, it's like start doing a strip or something.
I think this president's gonna kick my butt for the 2-year anniversary. I've got to compile it all and then figure out how I'm gonna edit it into something. It has me just a little worried.
Oh, thank you, Thora. Come back and join us when you got a chance. I know the midnight shift very well, so be safe and don't work too hard.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah,
And definitely, my interview was supposed to be this week with Sean Austin, and we moved it back to I think the 24th now. So it's just play week. So pop back in. We'll be here. We like to have a good time.
Oh yeah, and there's some ways you can try to connect with your mom.
God, we've already been put on a timer.
Oh really?
Damn.
Oh, wow. Gosh, Ed.
You're mean. I don't even know why I'm doing all that.
And I saw your question. It's neither boxers nor briefs. It's either a thong or commando.
What are you talking about?
He put up, "Do you wear boxers or briefs?" or something like that.
Who?
He's been putting little things up here and there. Ed.
Oh, you troublemaker. That's what you are. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. I'm so glad YouTube tells me that I'm live.
I know, right? Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I think she's drinking ginger ale.
Ginger
Right.
ale. Yep.
Hey.
It has no caffeine and it's lower in sugar. It's what? It's a spirit drink. You're so full of it. Truly, you are full of it.
I'm drinking juice, and I left my Mr. Pibb in Steven's room. I'll track it down a little later.
I just didn't want to fight to reschedule because it was last minute. So we bumped it. To spirited drink. I wish. Oh, it's too sweet.
Hey, well, hello.
She said, "Oh, it's too sweet," and I popped right up.
I know, right? Right?
Perfect timing.
Okay, no, the hat's got to go.
No, my hair's a mess.
Oh, God.
I got to get a haircut.
I'm getting one for my birthday present this year. I'm treating myself to a haircut.
How much are you going to take off?
I'm thinking shoulder length, but that's like really drastic right now. So it's going to be maybe mid back. So that way, mid back I can handle, and then I'll see how that goes, and then get some more cut off.
And it starts after the elevator music stops playing.
Exactly.
Cut it off. Oh my God, it's like
The hell's with the Kenny G music?
I know, right?
I feel like I'm like I just started playing a porno. Like
well, that stopped it. Maybe that's what we should have said.
No, it didn't stop me.
no, it did not stop.
Dad.
You know, he's never owned a baseball cap.
Ed hasn't. He would look funny in a baseball cap. You know, some people
No.
just. No, you don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I think it is.
All right, so I'm here. Where's Sharon? Shouldn't
I know.
Shouldn't she be here too?
She's still eating pizza. But she's got a link to come up here.
Whatever. She hung up on me, so whatever.
She's angry.
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards her because I know you. You probably hung up on her.
No.
Mm,
I was in the middle of talking and I heard beep beep. I'm like, did she seriously hang up? Because I was on the phone with her and I couldn't hear what was going on the stream. So I'm like, I can't hear. And it's like, oh no, hang up. We'll just, chat, whatever. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll just put it on, my Chromebook. And then I hear beep beep. I'm like, did you just hang up?
Oh my gosh.
Get out of here. Oh
Yes,
my
it does.
God. Oh.
It does sound like an old Atari game.
Please tell me you're finding something.
Like the
better.
Zelda type of game, where you're going to
Please.
roam it through the
Please.
forest.
Please. Please.
Wait, is it background music on StreamYard that he's?
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff is terrible. I went through like all 10 of their songs music, and I'm like, this is all garbage.
Yeah.
He's all been. It's techno or it's that. Ugh.
It's like, am I in a what is it called? A
Elevator.
shopping center or whatever the hell they are, a mall?
Yeah. Feels like it.
Welcome to JC Penney's. do 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 do. For your shopping experience.
Yeah,
Do 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 do.
right?
We have women's
Oh, look.
undergarments on sale. Do 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 do.
Exactly, Sharon. Mine too. You can't tell because let's see. Do I want almond milk? Do I want regular milk? Half gallon.
That's not gonna do. That's not gonna do. No,
A rat beat.
we're
Oh, that would be so
playing.
good.
Recognize that song.
I've got a really good. Oh, I'll send it to you, Sharon. It's my new. It's my theme song right now. Well, not really a theme song.
It's your theme song. You have a theme
Uh,
song?
my original theme song is. Um, so what's up? Born on Blondes.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Are you confused?
Yeah, I've been confused the past 20 years. Let me tell you.
Weren't they like a two-hit wonder?
They were more like a
No,
one-hit
no.
wonder.
Wait.
I mean,
I'm
they still put out stuff, but their big hit is that particular song.
I never
Never mind. I know who you're talking about.
I never cared for Four Non Blondes, and
Mm-mm.
I like that song. That's the one song that I've gotten into by them. Other than that, I haven't really gotten into a whole lot of their songs.
Oh Lord, now he's going after Sharon.
Now, Blue October, oh gosh,
I better be careful with Sharon. She's dangerous. She might hang up on him.
She's talking about body parts again. Sharon says you have a theme song. I want one too. Nobody will like my theme song. It's bad. It's naughty.
Okay, here you go, Sharon. I just sent you a good one. That's been my theme song for the past 20 years or so. But my new one, if I can find it again.
What the hell was that? Oh, like rat trap.
I was kind of putting that back together. I used it yesterday. I had to spend money that I did not want to spend.
Hmm.
I had to buy two new SD cards. I think the SD cards that I've been using are finally just like not
Worn
working
out.
out. Yeah, a friend of mine's, well, my drummer's son, he plays drums. They had a little CD release party yesterday. They had a really good turnout too. Um, I went ahead and I filmed them, and my damn camera quit working a couple of times. They still have footage and stuff like that, but there's two corrupt files, and I'm like, great. So I ended up ordering two new SD cards because I'm going to have them. I'm going to be traveling up to Illinois, and I'm going to be filming Gary's retirement ceremony for him.
Kimberly, baby, why can't you see you and I
Kim looks like she's ready to murder somebody.
were meant to be?
I have a shovel.
I know nothing.
Sad and I'm lonely. You are my
Oh, Lordy
one
Ed.
and only. If I could only make you see, we were
Hey Ed,
through.
um, this isn't gonna stop a divorce. No, I'm teasing.
He told me one time. He goes, if you decide to divorce me, I'm gonna have to murder you. And we were pretty early in our relationship. And I looked over at him. I was like, "Are you trying to scare me? Are you really trying to scare me?" And he looked at me and he goes, "No." I was like, "Dude, you kill me, I will haunt your ass. I will." I said, "You think your life is bad now? Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'll be like popping light bulbs all over them and around them, and okay, go ahead, go ahead." He's like, "Damn." And that's what the kid's gonna be like. "I told you not to hurt her."
See, that's what I was told. I was told the only way I was going to get a divorce is if one of us died.
And he died.
And he did, and I thanked him for the divorce. My son was like,
And you're
Mom,
older than me.
yes, I am.
Oh, Ed's older than me.
Oh, you're talking to me. I was like, yeah, I know I'm older than you.
Like, yeah, thanks for rubbing it in, bitch. No.
And yeah, right. I was like, really? I know I'm older than you are, girl.
I'm still scolding him. I mean, we sat there. We've had these talks, and I'm like, you know what? I couldn't divorce you if I wanted to. He goes, why? And I said, that means I get stuck with the kid, or you get stuck with the kid. And he
Yeah,
was
the
like,
kid's already planning on murdering him, so
right?
he'd end
He,
up being stuck with the kid.
he's already looking that up on the internet. How to kill my
How to kill
father.
dad.
And I mean, we sat there, and I was like, and then we had Bruiser, and Bruiser just was a grumpy old dog. And I said, "You go before this dog. I'm gonna kill the dog and put him in the damn grave with you." I was like, no, no. I was like, no, bless you.
Thank you.
I was like, no, mm-mm. I was
How
like,
long,
I guess we'll just stick together.
how long does it take you to eat pizza, Sharon? My God.
Wow, thanks. I'm really sweet in real life.
Yeah, you are.
No shit. She has the chat room all to herself.
She's having fun. She's probably running around naked in the chat room. Going, "La, la, 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 la." Moving the furniture around.
Shaking her body parts.
Right.
she's she's still eating it. It's like me. Ed and Derek's done, and I'm still eating. Ed's like,
I know, right?
well, what the hell? And I said, you were in the military, dummy.
Yeah.
Y'all are forced to eat in like 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
The
I've seen
kid,
Steven devour a meal in less than 5 minutes. And I'm like, really? Are we in a hurry? And he's like, no, Mom. I'm just used to it. With the pizza earlier, I had 2 pieces. He had 3 pieces, and we both had a salad. He's devoured and sitting there kicking back, and I'm still like, halfway through my second slice going, and I haven't even touched my salad yet. Kids, I swear.
the
Military.
problem I have with the kid though Is that like right now he's going through a growth spurt because
Yeah.
he gets this big adult meal. Like I'll let him get a McDonald's, and I'm like, okay, what do you want? 9-piece nuggets. Okay, large fry, large drink. He gets done with that, and he looks over and he goes, "Mama, I'm still hungry." But if you're still damn hungry, I would have bought you 4 more nuggets. Damn it!
With
So now I gotta
Steven,
get up.
when he was 13, 14, he was eating like the nugget and the double pounder, quarter pounder. I mean,
Oh,
double pounder. He would have those two, and we would get the large fry and the large drink. And then he decided to join track and cross country, so he started eating even more. And then the night before
hi
a track
Nancy.
meet, hi Nancy. And the night before a track meet, he would
Oh,
have.
hi.
You didn't know that was her?
Oh, I knew it was her.
Did you
No,
not know it was her?
I didn't know it was her. I was like, who the fuck is Nancy? Hey, Nancy.
Ah, oh my God, that's hilarious.
And then the night before a track meet, he would eat a pound of spaghetti and then still be hungry. And I'm like, dude, you need to quit freaking growing.
I know when I was working out, I would eat. I'd go to the gym, and then I'd come back from the gym starving. I'm like, oh my god, I want to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the guy who ran the gym was like, eat. Your body's growing. Eat.
Right?
I'm like, they can't afford to feed me.
I know, right? It's crazy. Oh man. Speaking of like Nancy, Gwen got called Karen. So now she's got her little name badge as Karen and everything. From a guy that she okay, she's assistant manager at Dollar General.
Hmm.
And this ex-boyfriend of one of her employees came in and was following the chick around the store. So she called the cops on him. Gwen called the cops on him. And she went from being a racist biatch to a Karen. And Gwen's standing there and she's going, well, yeah, I'm the furthest from racist you'll ever meet. And Karen, yeah, I'll meet you out back and I'll show you what this Karen can do to you. And the officer's going, no, I know you, Gwen. I know you too well. No, you're staying right here.
Tell them what gets on your nerves more than anything. The videos I like to watch. Go ahead, honey. Famous Mr. Ed with the dog face. Shouldn't you have a horse face or something? Maybe a headless horse head.
So what videos annoy me?
Yeah, there's one particular video I watched that just.
You mean the guy that screams all the time? I
Yes.
don't even know why people even listen to that. Guy just screaming everything.
He just Karen videos. But
Oh,
he has
okay.
like his mic pulled up to here, and it's not even dialed down. So it's like he's like, "Wow!" It's like, oh my god, dude, cut your mic down. But I like the Karen videos. Some of them are quite good. I'm like, let me meet. I want to meet a Karen.
I know, right? I
wanna-
would too, actually. I mean, I've come across a couple, but I've never really actually known one.
You've known a Karen. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, well,
think we're
yeah,
talking
you just
about her.
reminded me. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do.
Sorry,
Okay,
Shrew.
Sharon. Oh my gosh.
Now Ed left.
And Joe just vanished.
Sorry.
Right?
No, I was
Yep, there she is. Oh, she got her name back. You know who she is now.
Sloan
Yay,
just ready
Sharon's
to
back.
hang up on us.
I wouldn't take that Sharon
She won't. I know Sharon.
unless she's muted.
Oh, she'll take it. I'm kidding.
Oh,
That did not
oh,
sound right.
oh.
I regret saying that.
Oh,
Now Joe's phone is going to ring and we're going to hear Sharon in stereo.
her mic isn't
Okay, well,
working. One sec,
I was going to take my sweater off. It's cold.
because she's ready to come for
Oh,
blood.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
so, Ed, you're such a.
a hoot and a
She
holler.
said my mic isn't working. 1 second. It says a second is gone.
Sharon is going to
Is it
come in.
working now?
Hey,
Yes.
there you are.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Holy shit, you're loud.
Oh, let me turn. I'm sorry. I'll turn myself.
Ed can do it. See, you should have said that. Now we've lost her.
I know, right?
Mm-mm.
What is this? I haven't a clue what these are. I should probably find out what these are.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what I noticed this year? There's a lot of new um, what? Put it on 80? There's a lot of new haunted locations popping up.
Aren't there, though? Yeah.
A lot.
A guy that I went to high school with, a friend of his bought a hotel in Jefferson, Texas,
Mm.
and it's haunted. And so now he's got it remodeled and opened back up for business. And if I ever get a hold of anybody that will join me, I can go explore it. I just don't want to go by myself.
Go by yourself.
I'm a chicken.
I know Matt Warner he's very close to working a deal out at one location. I think he's got a second one he's working on as well. And this place, I think it was Friday, he did a live stream and I didn't even have headphones on. And I was like, I threw my headphones on and you could hear something walking right behind him
Oh, wicked.
and different little things. And I laughed so hard because he's like, yes. He says, I'm in here by myself. Yes, I get scared. Yes, I'm a dude. Dudes get scared. He's like, if you tell me you have never been ever scared, not once, he says, you're lying. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I mean, stuff like that used to freak me out, but now it's like, okay, cool. Do it again.
Right? But
Well, he wasn't freaking out over that. It was just
Right.
because he just went into the location and was going to do a quick live stream. But he says this place, this house, the basement, I want. It has a shooting range built into the basement.
nice. Oh, I want that shooting range.
I was like, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll see.
Um, Me and someone else, we were talking about acquiring a haunted location,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and then decided, no, probably not.
Well, I still want to buy the farm just so I can tell everybody, yeah, you're not. No more investigations except for certain people.
What farm?
Andrea's farm.
Oh,
Oh, the Conjuring House?
Hmm.
Yeah, you can't do that anyways. So let's say you were like, okay, I'm going to buy it. You're going to have to sign a contract allowing investigations to continue.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, only certain people.
No, you no.
I don't
It,
want just anybody
Ghost
coming in
Hunts,
there, you
I
know.
think Ghost Hunts USA or Ghost Hunt Weekends.
Oh, okay. Well, see,
is
yeah,
to-
but
Yeah, so there you got to go. People have to go through them. So even if it's, if you're like, oh, I only want certain people, they're gonna be like, well, it's too bad because
well, that's
yeah.
just not
So
right because I don't want just any little idiot coming in acting like a cat or,
right. Because if you
you
were
know.
going to live there, then you have to deal with that.
so like, if I had the money and I was able to buy it, um, I would first off, I'd shut that shit down for a
Oh,
while.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
needs
would
to be.
definitely. It needs to a break. It needs to breathe.
Also, um, the other thing too is, if you go to buy the house, you can't live in it. Part of the contract. Yep.
misión, y era porque estaban entrando en zonas donde veíamos que el pelotón aceleraba prácticamente cada vez que entraban en un pueblo
But that
o que
would be
cogían una
part of
curva.
the fun of
Veíamos
having the
como
house
todos
is
querían estar
living
bien
there.
colocados porque con el viento que estaba entrando las posibilidades de abanicos eran muy grandes y también siempre pasa en la París-Niza que hay algún día de abanicos, un día que se
We
corta.
don't want to hear about your bicycle races.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, you can't live in it because I mean, like I said, if it was me, I'd be living in it.
Hmm.
I'd shut that shit down for a while. I would allow investigations.
Yeah.
But I would. There's a lot of other things that I would do
Mhm.
as well. Like,
Uh-oh.
see that Sharon hung up on us again.
That probably took her off.
Um, anyways, I would put up a DVR system and stream it on YouTube so people can watch. And I just let the house just nobody investigating. Just let people watch it on watch the cameras, the DVR cameras online.
Yeah, because the house would prove itself as it's done in
It
many
already
cases.
has.
Well, I said in many cases, as it's
Yeah.
done in many cases, yeah.
Um,
And then to make it interesting, I would call Andrea and say, "Okay, Andrea, pull
I
your
would
little cute little trick and call the house and just say hello, and then watch it go crazy."
the other thing too is I would have a separate DVR system as well, and that way when people do come in to investigate, they have a DVR system
Hmm.
that they can use and take footage from.
Exactly.
Right. That's what Dave. Oh my God. That's what Daniel does at the Hinsdale house. He lets you use his
Am I working yet?
DVR.
Yes, ma'am.
We can
No,
hear
what?
you.
Oh, it's working. Yay.
Yay.
That was super silly. Change between two of them.
Which I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, that Daniel's like, here's the DVR.
Hmm.
Yeah, when I get out there and investigate the Hinsdale house. I don't know if I'm going to be able to though. Freaking gas prices are ridiculous.
I know,
Oh my
$4
gosh, yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to hit $4.
Have you investigated that place before or no?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to get out there to investigate it, but I haven't had time. So,
That'd be cool.
but I mean, as of right now, with the way gas prices and things are, it's like I'm probably going to have to investigate a little closer to me.
A friend
I
of
mean,
ours goes hunting there, and what I thought was so cool is you heard something bang the house from outside, and they go outside with a flashlight and they're recording it. And it was live stream, and I was like, go back, go back. And they're like, what? And I was like, go back. And they're like, did you see something? I was like, yeah, go. There's something right there. They go back, it's not there. And it looked like a skeletized deer head with the antlers. It was not tall, it was little. It
Was it
was the
short one?
weirdest. I've never seen anything.
well, Bill and Katie, they went there, and Bill said that he was getting. It seemed like he was getting more activity, or it seemed like the outside of the property was more active than the house.
Yep.
So I mean, if I'm ever able to go there, I want to spend 2 days there.
Mhm.
I want to investigate the house one night or most of the night, and then investigate the grounds most of the night.
Especially
So-
the grounds. Yeah.
Mike Rickstrecker, I brutalize his name all the time. They saw blue little fairies.
Who?
Mike Rickstrecker. So bad with this accent.
I don't buy it.
Say it again.
Edge of the rabbit hole. He's like,
I didn't catch it.
I don't buy into the whole fairy thing. So
I've never seen one, but he's not the only one that's talked about these little things.
yeah,
Let
I
me know
don't.
if you find a leprechaun.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah, I
Beat
need
the
a pot of
shit out
gold.
of him and make him give up his money.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't buy into. There's a lot of things I just don't buy into with the paranormal. It's like wishful belief or thinking. It's like,
Cryptids
Oh,
are
look at the
hard
pretty
for me.
orb.
That's a flash.
Right.
I can't get into the cryptids. That's a hard topic for me to get into.
Oh, I know.
I'm not like big into it. It's interesting, but it's like,
Oh, some great stories. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
and we had that one guy on last week talking about cryptids and stuff like that. Hey, it was interesting, but again, it's like, every time somebody says that they got a picture or video of a Bigfoot,
I'll be
it
right
looks
back.
like
I gotta
shit.
go do it. Or
Yeah.
start it.
No, I believe in aliens, though.
I'm not sold. I'm not saying there's no life out there somewhere. I'm just like, I don't think anything's coming here to visit us.
Maybe not.
I mean, I think the government's got some really cool toys that we don't know about. I mean, if you look at like the stealth, that was what introduced in like '89. That thing had been around for a long ass time. Like, people were drawing pictures of it back in the '50s. So I mean, I'm not saying what I'm saying is concrete, but I just don't think these little alien people. I don't
I
think they're
think they
coming.
have. They probably ran away.
I keep getting the ad on YouTube with that creepy guy who's talking about reptilian
Oh, yeah,
aliens.
that's some far-fetched stuff right
I
there.
was like, dude, you're
Lizard
creepy.
people.
Stop, and don't cross your legs like a woman. Just, ugh.
Um,
Ugh.
Yeah, I just I mean, I've seen some weird shit in the sky, but I'm just like, it could be anything, anyways.
Right.
Wow. See, that's nice. Really? Hey, Ed.
What is
Okay.
that?
I don't know. Feet. Random feet.
What? Why are you showing feet?
I
You're
hate
being
feet.
weird.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I just there's just a lot of things that I have a hard time buying into. You know, especially the Bigfoot thing of him being an alien or something. I don't know. They're like,
No.
oh,
Oh yeah, he knows aliens and hangs out with them in the face. I'm just kidding.
every time there's a UFO sighting, there's a Bigfoot sighting. Coincidence? No, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think people are either lying or wishful thinking. I don't know.
I'm gonna.
I guess you're missing that people can be delusional.
Right?
That
Yeah.
too.
Totally.
There's a lot of delusional people here in this country. So
Not even just the country. They're all over the place.
Throw delusional people
there's
all
no
over.
sightings of Bigfoot in Europe. How do you get that?
Is there even trees there? I'm just
There's
kidding.
some English people that run around and say that there's a Loch Ness monster, but
Yes,
Loch
he
Ness
is.
would be cool.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
Bigfoot,
don't
I've
know.
never heard of it.
no Bigfoot sightings where?
Who's
Europe.
Googling it?
Because
And then
you
he
know
leaves.
Ukraine is part of Europe.
No, it's not.
Oh my god. Hi, Selena.
He sure is. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Russia's a very, very big country. Powerful
Bigfoot in
country.
Europe, images of the wild man in and outside of Europe.
The wild man.
Bigfoot in Europe, Sasquatch encounters abroad. Forensic experts say Bigfoot is real. National Geographic. Uh, so apparently there are sightings in Europe of Bigfoot.
You missed a sighting about an hour ago.
Yeah.
He went to work. That's my nickname for Steven. One of many.
Oh, I got it. That took me far too long. I was like, who? What?
Well,
Okay.
he's 6'1" and he wears a size 11 or something, 12. Something like that.
The oldest account
Really?
of Bigfoot was recorded in 986 AD. Wow.
My son wears a size 13.
Yeah, it's a Bigfoot. There you go.
Yeah.
You know a Bigfoot.
My son's like 6'3", 6'4". Yeah, he towers over
Right.
me.
I know.
My
So
brother's
do mine.
6'7". He wears like 14 or 15.
Mhm.
My brother's
See,
taller.
we all know a Bigfoot. So Bigfoot
Right.
does exist. That's why I know Bigfoot exists.
Mm.
But as far as
Well, running around
Mothman
barefoot.
and right and
I think, yeah, Mothman is a wise tale, I think.
oh, I'm sure, yeah.
That one's still an interesting one, though.
It
I mean,
is. It really is. Yeah.
That whole thing, honestly, I think maybe because people say, oh, there was government involvement in that. And at that point in time, that was what, when World War II was going on?
Yeah.
I believe at the time. And I kind of think that perhaps with the bridge collapse and those stories, they were going to try to blame that on like Germany or some shit. Oh, look what they did. They did
Ed,
that. But
Ed, you really shouldn't talk so badly about yourself.
Um, I remember I did drive through where, Pleasantville, whatever the hell it's called,
Hmm.
and I mean it was interesting. I didn't stop or do anything there. I just drove through it, and I was on the replacement bridge. I'm like, this ought to be fun.
Yeah, see, that's as a child when I heard about all that stuff, that's one of the things that scared me about bridges. So because of that, and not because of Mothman, but because of the collapse, Mothman just kind of helped out there.
Yes, I don't like bridges. I'm
I
like
don't like bridges at all,
these things
especially
are
bridges
man
over
made.
water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The ones over water I don't like. We when we were coming back from the Conjuring House, when we went there the first time we drove driving back, we went over the George Washington Bridge. I'm like, holy shit, the potholes. I'm like, dude, we're gonna fall through this damn
Fun,
bridge.
right?
I'm like, potholes on a bridge over the
Over water.
river? Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like, bam, drive like another 100 feet, bam. I'm like, oh my God. They gotta fix that bridge.
Yeah, it's gonna be collapsing.
It's bad.
Well, you know, there was one colorful character that we all know.
Good morning, Alpha.
Hey, Pedro.
Pedro. Yuck. Why do I never recognize this Alpha?
He's the one we don't like. Joe knows who I'm talking about. AC. You still thinking?
Yeah, I'm still who? What? AC?
Louisiana.
Oh, the little
He came into the paranormal scene all hot and heavy.
what's
Guns
his
blazing.
name? That guy, Joe.
A for an emotion. C.
Long hair. We watched him for a while, and he started a bunch of shit with a bunch of people.
Including you. You
What's
wanted
his
to
name?
have a debate with him, and he never.
But he and then you invited him to
Oh
go.
yeah. Okay,
That guy. That
yeah,
guy.
it clicks. Yeah, okay.
That guy.
He
I can't
he was
remember his freaking
telling
name.
people that he went. He was in Germany. He was stationed in Germany. All right, and that he went to
Forgot he existed. That's why I was puzzled.
right.
Right.
What forest did he go to, honey? I'm brain farting here.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Remember the little dude that said he was stationed in Germany? So he was going to go camp out.
God, what was his name?
I don't say his name. We already know who he is. I'm just
he
talking
has a
about
nice story about how he could not access the forest only through somebody's backyard.
what forest.
Black Forest.
Yeah,
Okay.
Black Forest.
So he's telling people the only way you can get into the Black Forest is going onto somebody's property, jumping the fence into their backyard, and then jumping it into the forest. And I'm sitting here going, huh? And that he set up camp and he slept and he was moved to another location and he doesn't know how. And he thinks it was Bigfoot.
So when he went on one of his rants about the fakers and other people, well, he got to me. The only thing that he could say was "fuck you."
Yeah,
that was absolutely it. And then he moved on. I'm like,
Oh no.
uh-huh.
It was pretty funny.
And the thing was, I didn't have to say anything. I just used his own words against him.
Mhm.
He was doing weird stuff. Like he was traveling around with his father's a truck driver, so he was traveling around, I guess, with his father, and everywhere he stopped, he would get out and visit the little local towns. And okay, you can go to any small town. There's a square and shops, old shops. What?
Um, you know, it's not that I don't like the guy. It's just like
He's good comedic relief.
he's beating a dead horse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done anything like that in a while. He's doing whatever, but don't sit there and tell people oh, it's fake and here's why, and then point out the devices that they used, and then I can turn right around and find him using the same stuff.
Mhm.
Well, see, the problem I had with him was the stories he was conveying. One, the Black Forest has roads going into it, and people actually go there. There's hotels, there's restaurants. They even mine in the Black Forest. And you're going into the Black Forest, and the only way is to jump into somebody's backyard.
If you do that here, you'll get shot.
Right? Well, it's Germany.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be
But
afraid of getting a German Shepherd biting my butt then.
right. But I mean, it's like that is not the way you go into the Black Forest. There's a road you can take a bus to, and
Or
then
you can jump your neighbor's fence.
Right?
I just thought it was the most bizarre story, and his whole purpose was to find a Sasquatch in the Black Forest. I was like, they mine. It's kind of like a resort town for the Germans, and yeah.
I don't see a Bigfoot being around there.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't
They're
have.
like Joe, they like their privacy.
It's a national park with a spa.
National park with a spa.
Yeah, to just say that.
It's got a
Right.
nice hotel, and those Germans, man, they have awesome spas.
But well, it's not like I don't like the guy. It's just, look, dude, it's like you're a bullshitter. Just stop and just ignore it. Ignore the bullshit and just do your thing, dude. Just
Well, see, that was my thing. Why do you have to go attacking on people? Just do your thing. Who cares what everybody else is doing?
and like I said, I threw that offer out there. Hey, come on. And I did it a couple of times, and I showed the messages I received from him. Told me where to go.
Daddy did.
Pedro said hello, Sharon.
Hello,
So,
Pedro. I think I did say
whatever.
hello. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I took a Benadryl and it knocked me on my butt.
Okay.
Oh, that's code for I'm going to hang up on you.
No, it's not. Not that. Sorry.
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
him get
blame it on
you.
the Bluetooth speakers.
Oh man, I got a crazy week.
So
You have a crazy week. My kid's turning 14 Tuesday.
I'm
Oh,
turning.
no, good luck.
44. I'm turning.
how old? 44.
Yeah.
Oh, your birthday's next week? Well, happy early.
I'll trade with you because I just turned 49.
My birthday is on the 13th. Thursday going to see Corn. Friday going to see Tantric. Wednesday's that
There's
live
a birthday
show.
present for yourself. Cool.
Let's see. Then at the end of this month, going up to Illinois for a few days. Next month is going to be a little weird too. Ashmore Estates. I'll be there with Dustin Curley.
What's that old guy's name? It's his paranormal group that's running the show.
Which is what?
It's his paranormal group that's running the show at Ashmore. He does a podcast as well.
I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to everything that goes on with the paranormal. It's kind of like I have other things I like to do besides paranormal. I don't want to be paranormal 24/7, especially for the length of time I've been doing it.
2 years.
2 years, my ass.
You say that with a straight face.
It'll be 30 this year. 30 years.
I know, crazy. You know I'm messing with you, Joe.
I know.
I haven't got to mess with you in a while.
Yeah, do that, man.
Ignoring me.
I'll be 44 in March, and I'm going to be going on 30 years in October. Well, technically not October, but because that's when I kind of got like pulled into it. I didn't actually start I didn't go on, and I didn't even investigate. But I went with that team. It was like the second week of November. So then I'm going to see if I can, we talked about it. I'm going to see if I can get him on our little shows on Wednesday and
That's
talk
awesome,
about.
Pedro.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, Joe. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, he'll have stories. He'll probably make fun of me. I have some embarrassing moments.
Oh, of course.
I've actually talked about those.
It's not fun unless you have embarrassing moments.
Yeah, we so this guy, he bought this house that needed work. It should have been condemned, but they're like, well, if you can get all this stuff worked out, it'll be fine. So he's like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. So anyhow, though, we go to meet with the guy, and we're all standing on this deck, and our lead, the lead of the group, Jeff, he's like, watch your step, guys. These boards don't feel right. So I'm standing there, and the guy comes out, and he's talking to us. Next thing I know, my right foot goes right through the wood, through this dude's deck. I got cut up real bad. I felt like such an ass. And the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no. I like fell through it. He's like, he's like, place needs a lot of work. This needs to be replaced. And Jeff, he's just looking over at me. Because the guy was standing in front of him, and he's like you dumbass. And I was just standing, and I was standing there for like 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
Hey, Pedro, so if it's not in Germany, you're going to where?
No, he said they're in Germany.
He says, no. Oh.
No, you're in Germany.
Oh, Ed asked. I didn't read Ed's question. My bad.
Sure can.
Welcome
I'm sure
to my foggy brain.
And I'm sure this guy, his name's Bill. If we can get him on, he'll talk about the midlife crisis lady. She called us in claiming, oh, my place is haunted. And
that's the one that hit on you?
Oh, yeah. And we get there, and she comes to the door. She's in a towel. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me get dressed. She lets us in, though. and she runs off, into
Of course, because we always answer the door in our house.
and we're just kind of like, okay, this is weird. And then she's like, hang on, trying to get dressed. So she got dressed. She comes out. She had boob work done, and she had no problems flaunting those things. Her top, you could see through it. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, I'm like 16 years old. And I'm just like, oh my God. This woman, she was in her 40s. So, a 40-year-old woman where she's in her 40s, that's to a teenager, that's grandma age, right?
Right.
Like, oh God, this old person.
Hey, I resent that remark.
And hello.
I represent that
How old
remark.
was I? Yeah, how old was I? So,
She's gonna tell us look old. Oh, thanks.
Right.
but she came out, and I'm like, I look over, I'm like, oh my God. I'm kind of like looking down, looking away, and shit. I'm like, where the hell do I even look? Like, oh my God.
Look at her in the eyes, dude.
Right.
So, Jeff and they weren't that like that, but
Jesus Christ.
so we just like standing there for about a minute, and we were told Jeff's wife Linda says to me and their son Bill, they're like, why don't you two boys go outside and let us, talk. And we're like, okay. So we went out there. Bill was older than me. He's in his 20s. And I'm like, did I just seriously see through that top? He's like, that's why we're out here. He's like, because they knew we were uncomfortable with that situation. And I was just like, oh my God, like what in the world's wrong with that woman? So, we were outside for about half hour, 45 minutes.
Wow, what the heck is that?
Jeez, that is just gross.
Is that what you saw? You were just like, oh my God.
No, they weren't. Like I said, they weren't.
Like,
I mean, she told us, she's like, oh, I was a B cup and I went to a double D. And she was talking about how she divorced her husband, that he was an attorney, and she got his money, and she's got a younger man and shit like that. I'm like, that's great, whatever. So she's like, all right, well, I have to get ready. I'm going on a date with this young man. Just set up. Make yourselves at home, whatever. We're like, okay. So we were just kind of all talking a little bit, coming up with a game plan, and I was told to take a tape recorder up to a bedroom upstairs, and was told to place it, if I can, on a nightstand, plug it in. All right, cool. So I go up, set it down, and I turned around, and this one was like nose to nose with me. And I'm like it scared me at first. And she's like, what are you doing? I said, just setting up a recorder in here. And I took a couple steps back, and she came forward, and she's staring into my eyes, and I'm like, so I looked down and away, and she's like, you can look if you want. And
creepy.
I didn't say anything. I had no idea what to do. It was I
was trying not to, but
I didn't want to look. And she's like, you can touch them. And I'm like,
wow, Joe, I feel like I'm reliving your creepy experience.
I know, right?
And I'm like, my head's turned away. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I need to get out of here and away from her. And she does this shit to me and then brings it down
Oh
You
my
know,
God,
and
Joe
I'm
was
like-
harassed.
Yeah, he was
And
big time. Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I'm like all kinds of shit was going through my brain. I can't even tell you exactly what I was thinking. All I know is I need to get out of that situation. And she's like, I bet you got a lot of girlfriends. And I'm thinking in my head, lady, I'm a loser. I ain't got shit. Right. And just then Jeff walks in. He's like, oh, hey, what's going on in here? And I'm like, oh, thank God. And she turns around and is like, oh, no, I told him it was okay that he could set the recorder there. It was fine. And I walked out of there and I went to Linda and I'm like, and I told her what happened. She's like, oh, she did that to you too? I'm like, huh? And we're outside. She did that to Bill as well. Almost the same thing. She's like, you guys go home. They'll take him home. It's like,
Yeah.
they don't need to be here.
No.
She's like, and I'm going to have some words with this woman when we're done. So I don't know what came of that. They said that nothing was captured. Maybe she wanted attention or something. They weren't sure. But yeah, she did say that she had a conversation with her, but I don't know what was said. All I know is that was a situation that I don't ever want to be in again. That was scary. And to be honest, that was scary.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
I mean, it's kind of funny now because, like, one part of me is like, she wasn't a bad looking woman. She was in her 40s. So I'm thinking, like, grandma age because I was 16. I'm like, damn, if I can go back in time and smack myself in the head, it's like, get it, boy. I probably would. I'm kidding. No,
No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. He's all
I know
5 years younger than me. Sweet.
Right.
but
Tell
no,
that
I
to
mean
somebody that doesn't know you very well, Joe.
that was, yeah, I didn't like that situation. That was scary.
It is a weird situation, yeah.
I watched something that was really awkward today.
Isn't
What's
Ed
that?
always awkward?
Shh, you're not supposed to talk about me like that, Kim. God.
It's Kristen who owns the Bel Air house. And they were whew, pushing her to her. You can tell she's still raw from the incident because it really affected her and her family. And they were like, so when did your first attack happen? She's like a
No.
couple weeks in. Well, what did it do? Can
Really?
can you not see this poor woman? Can you not? And let's see what else. They were asking her a couple other questions, and I was just like, if I was there, I would be like, because you could tell she was trying really hard not to choke up.
Right. I mean,
And
it's one thing to talk about the experiences, but right after it happens, back off a little bit, let him breathe a little bit.
well,
That's,
I think if I'm
especially if you see it
correct,
freaking him out.
I think she bought the home. I think in 2007, 2008 during the housing market crisis,
Hmm.
and she was just going to let the house go in foreclosure, and some guy talked her out of it, and they tried living there, and she's like, it's too bad. It's she says it's just so heavy, and it went through her family and just separated them.
That's a demonic. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, everybody, or not everybody, but there are people like, oh, hey, this entity does this, and this entity does that, and da da da. It's like, um, yeah, sure, there's maybe a grain of truth to that, but at the end of the day, it's basically it's all the same. Divide, conquer, destroy.
Mhm. And I
Um,
mean, the poor woman is trying so hard. And she gets asked one question. She goes, I'm going to try and give you the best poker face I can. But I think somebody was nice enough in the group where they were like, we're going to take a break. I was like, yeah, I think so too. Uh, uh, oh, well, Crow's awake.
Oh, cool.
Is he?
Yeah,
I
because
sent
he just liked a comment that I made.
Oh,
I sent him a link.
You'll probably have to resend it. Or he's probably
yeah.
doing stuff in
We
his
need his
sleep.
crickets button and the crow button. I'm just kidding.
Have a good one, Pedro. Thank you. I can't wait to see this new location you got.
Be safe and have a great day, Pedro.
He's really starting to improve. I'm so far behind on my videos, and I think I was day 4 going on day 5 with his video, so I finally was able to watch it. He got some good stuff. I mean, you could hear a woman screaming in the distance, but there's nothing around there. It's in the building. It's not outside the building.
Hmm.
He's coming up with some pretty decent places.
I wish I had the footage from Benton Farms when Eric and I went. Man, that would have been awesome. That hearing that blood gurgling scream from a female, it came from like the second or third floor. It happened inside the house. That was crazy.
Wow. What happened to that one location? I don't know where it is. I'm trying to think. It was kind of like a residential home. And I only saw a few people go through there. I haven't seen that many people go through there. I'm trying to think where it is. Hello.
I have no idea.
All the belongings are still there. And
Yeah.
it was a house that they converted into a care home. And like their belongings, the beds are there, the dressers are there.
I have no idea.
I thought that was going to be a good one.
There's a place that I would love to. I'd have to live stream it though. But a place I'd love to investigate is like 45 minutes down the road from me, called the Tavern Inn in Abington. I would love to investigate that. It's the oldest building in Abington. It was used. It was used as a makeshift hospital during the Civil War. It was a what was it called? Not a stagecoach. It was called something else at that time. But it was like that. Let's see. A lady of the night was apparently murdered there. There's some BS stories though too about the place, but I I would love to investigate that place. I did kind of get myself in a little bit of hot water with that place and the historical society because stories that were being told were not accurate. There was a claim that a guy was shot on the property in the back of the building. It didn't happen there. It happened like a mile down the road at a train station. And there's just some other wild stories that come out of there that were not true. So the Historical Society kind of got upset with me when I started questioning that. Like, look, this is our lure. This is, this is our story, and we don't want you messing with it. I'm like, it's the truth. And then there was nobody on the other end of the phone. Whatever. So, but yeah, that's one that's on my bucket list. And then, like, just down the road from it's the Barter Theater, which is haunted, supposedly, anyways. And then the Martha Washington Inn. So there's a couple of locations I could I would like to get into the tavern, but the owner's like, no, I don't want anybody investigating it anymore. So I don't know. Maybe if I say, hey, I'll give you $200, let me have it for the night. I'll stay out of your way because they close down at 10. Everybody tries to get out of there by 10 because that's when all the weird shit happens.
All right.
So I'd have to be locked in there until 8 in the morning. But I'm okay with that.
We've got a location not far from us. It's it's part of the old. So it's on the end of the building. It's a restaurant now, but it was something else. In the early 2000s, I didn't join ghost towns. I was just trying to feel my way with them and see if that was something I wanted to hang out with. Thank God. And
You making fun of Barney?
no, he's taking Saga for a walk.
Oh, okay.
Understand. And I mean, not only do the workers there see things happen, customers see things happen.
Barney, come here. Come here.
Where'd they go?
It's kind of hard to find a good location. Anybody that comes forward, Philip White scoops them up.
There are some, like there's a train station down the road from me that I could go and investigate, but I don't want to pay the $450
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sheesh.
because there's a train that goes by like every hour. No, thank you. And the claims sound pretty weak and a little unbelievable. So it's like, I don't know if I'm, it's kind of, I don't want to spend $450.
It just amazes me that there's not more haunted locations around here. I mean, everybody goes to Savannah, but Savannah, okay, I'd rather go to St. Augustine.
That's on my bucket list. I'm gonna try to go there. I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely would like to go.
Mm-hmm. I know somebody posted that there's no location in Augusta, but Augusta's butt ass far from me.
The closest to me is 18 minutes away, then 35 minutes, 45 minutes, 2.5 hours, 4 hours, and 4.5 hours. Then from there, it's 6 hours, 8 hours, and beyond. But it's weird because if I move out of this area and go like elsewhere, then everything seems to become further away.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I think I moved closer to Goatsman Bridge though. That's one
Eric
place
was
I
Eric
wanted
was
to.
just at Goatman's Bridge.
Goatman, yeah.
Yeah,
that
he
one.
was with Sean.
Yeah.
Sean had to send me a text.
Aren't you supposed to have Sean on your show here soon?
I was supposed to interview him this week.
Oh yeah, it's
But see, he went not only to Texas, but a couple other places.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric was
oh,
only with him, I think, in Texas, but they went to two different locations.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he's like, hey, I'm not gonna say where I'm at. I'm like, you're at Goatman's Bridge, and everybody else like, hey, I live not too far from there. It's Goatman's. Like everybody already knew, and then they investigated a hospital there, and I'm like, that's Yoakum, whatever the hell it is, hospital. I'm like, yeah, I know where you're at, dude. so did other people.
Yoakum.
So
Well, I'm 45 minutes from Goatman's Bridge. Goatman's Bridge.
When Leslie gets better, y'all two can go and investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go there, but I'm not like I would have to like I'd have to like get a location too though. Holy shit, that's an old picture of me.
Well, if y'all would have made it to Dallas, you and Matt, that's the place I was talking about us going to. But no, y'all had to cancel and all that stuff.
Hey, it wasn't our fault.
I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, besides that, if that would have happened, somebody would have blocked somebody and some people,
well,
and you know.
Their own problem.
Here you go. Here's an old ass picture of me.
Oh, you're so cute.
I was being stupid.
Showing your little booby.
Showing your little booby. Oh my god.
I was skinny then.
We all had our skinny days.
But I also gotta start thinking about either getting my car fixed or getting a new car, because my car's not doing too well.
Oh wow.
I wonder. It just bugs me where Rick just disappeared.
Rick
The
who?
bump.
Oh, he has another channel.
Does he?
Yeah. I don't remember
That's
what
4
it's
hours
called.
away from Yoakum. I didn't realize I was right down the road from it though when I lived down there.
I had no idea he had another channel.
There you go, Selena. You're what? Did you say 2 hours away from that bridge? Or
45 minutes. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Go down there and investigate on your own. No,
I am. No, I am. I'm
no,
gonna wait until Leslie feels a little better, and then I'm gonna. Me and her are gonna go.
Yeah, go with somebody. Don't go like bring a dude with you, because I mean,
Oh, dude.
like people come in and out of there all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have a hunky dude I can take.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
I don't know. I'd have to drag him. I don't know if he'd go willingly. That's one of the things about being in the paranormal, but then hanging out with, or meeting guys that's not in the paranormal. It's like, okay, well, I kind of, heard about it, but I don't know if I believe in it. But sure, I'll go with you just to see if I see anything, that type of deal. Then when I go, okay, I found these spots. Let's take a road trip and get away for a minute and go see it. And he goes, well, I don't know. So I'm like, oh my God, what a fucking, yeah.
I
Oh, I would definitely take pictures. I would take videos. I would actually have something to put on my YouTube channel. So
live stream it.
yes,
Mhm.
definitely. Yes.
Mm-mm.
No. Mm,
You have to
yes.
have over 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
She can
I can do it on
bypass
Facebook.
that by using StreamYard on her phone.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I wish I had known this um, a lot earlier. But if you use StreamYard and you don't have the views or the hours or the hours, use StreamYard because YouTube's like, oh, this is coming from a desktop. You can live stream on your desktop or laptop, but you can't live stream on your cell phone. So when you
Oh,
use
okay.
StreamYard, it's coming from another computer, and YouTube's like, oh, no, cool. It's a desktop. Stream
Okay.
away. I wish I had known
Okay.
that sooner.
Mhm.
That would have
Okay.
been
I
my,
will definitely do that then. That'd be freaking awesome.
because I have been
That'd
to
be
like
awesome.
some locations where I was not able to like film. They're like, you can live stream, just no video stuff. Like you can. That's not even what I said. Wasn't exactly accurate. I wasn't allowed. I could live stream, but I was not allowed to put together and show footage from certain locations. I'm like, oh. So yeah, I could have had more content had I known StreamYard would bypass that.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
Very, very cool. So, okay. Well, you'll probably see Leslie and I on a live stream when she's up and around. Because, yeah, that would be freaking fun.
Um, and I'm hoping I'll be able to go to Virginia City because I am going to go ham there. There's going to be a lot of content out of that.
Yes, it is. Oh, no kidding.
Once I get the official word that it's on, but I'm hoping to be able to stay longer than what the event is because the event is like 3 days. I'm hoping to stay there like an extra like 2 days. So I would like to go off and check out some other places. So
Well, if Leslie has some fun with that, then we just may take a trip down to Yorktown, and I don't know if she would want to go to Lavaca jail or not, but she would get a kick out of Yorktown. She'd have a blast. I think. Anyway.
And
one
then
of
y'all need to get this way when we go to Bushy Mountain Prison.
Oh yes, definitely.
um, but yeah, if you go to Goatman's Bridge, just take your
Yeah,
time.
I'll definitely take a guy, and we will definitely take our time because I'm sure there's some stuff out there to see and hear.
Right.
And I'll definitely conceal carry.
Yeah.
Especially in your state.
Yeah, there's a lot of foot traffic that goes in and out of there, even at night. There's a place called Sensible Tunnel. Last time I was there was with Eric and Alex. And I don't think they realized what what the deal really was with that tunnel. People are like, "Oh, it's haunted," and it's like, first off, that's not even the right tunnel. It's not exactly the right spot. but let's go and do this because I'm not like. In order to get to the right spot, you have to go through the woods. I'm not going through the damn woods. There's a train that goes through there. So the tunnel is for the cars to go in and out of. And over top of that is where a train comes over. So, yeah, we went there. And it was flooded. I mean, it wasn't like flooded to the point where, you couldn't drive through it. But rain comes off the mountain out there and fills the creek up real high, and then it spills over into the road. So that whole thing was just wet, and there was constantly cars coming in and out of there. People basically doing what we were doing, and that's kind of what you'll encounter at Goatman's Bridge.
Okay.
You would think that it's out, almost in the middle of nowhere, and nobody goes there. But it's a very popular place. So, like, when you see it on TV, they get that shit on lockdown.
Oh, I know, and they're so lucky.
Right.
And I bet you they don't pay. They're
I
like,
don't think they charge to go there.
To go to Goatman's Bridge?
oh, Goatman's, okay.
No, like, there's no way they could charge.
No, I was thinking of something.
It's a public place.
Okay. I thought so.
Welcome. I'm telling y'all, welcome to my wonderful foggy MS brain.
Mm.
I'm hoping medicine will come in because then I won't be so foggy when I interview Sean. So it kind of did help that he wanted to move it.
I am excited to have Miranda and Dr. Chris on this week. They own the historic Scotts County Jail. I've investigated with Miranda once. She's really cool. She's a tall girl, too. Call her my paranormal.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I call her my paranormal crush.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke. She's beautiful, but I mean, I say it, as a joke. I remember I was dating this girl quite a few years ago, and I had said, "Oh, paranormal crush," and she was not happy with that. I'm like, "Well, wait a minute. Like, first off, don't take that serious. It's kind of a running joke. It's not nothing going on there." So I went to Alabama, and there was an event going on there, and
No, I'm not. I promise.
After the event, I was talking to Miranda. I'm like, shit, I got a 13-hour drive back. And Miranda offered, to let me, crash at her hotel. I could sleep on the couch. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I was talking to this girl. Like, I mean, I was tired. She's like, and there's somebody you could stay with? I said, well, Miranda said that I could crash with her. I could sleep on the couch. And she's like, well, why don't you? I'm like, because that's like, first off, that's kind of awkward and to a point. And I'm like, and you would never let me hear the end of it anyways. She's like, yeah, but she's your paranormal crush. I'm like, but that's, it's a joke. Like, she didn't get it. It's a joke.
Get my hands to move.
And she hung up on me. And I'm like, what the hell? And then she sends me a message. Go to her, Joe. And I call her back. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you kidding me?
She's a freaking psycho. That's what's wrong with her.
Oh, that poor girl. She's a sweetheart, but Like, if I said something, she like it always took it the wrong way, and it drove me nuts. But no, she's a sweetheart. I had seen her 2 years ago. I went to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital for an event. She was there. She's like, "Hey, Joe." I'm like, "Hey." We talked, briefly. But she's a sweetheart. Just a pain in the ass to talk to.
I know a couple of people like that.
Poor Sharon thinks I'm falling asleep. I'm like, no.
The
Yesterday.
the only person, like, it's so funny. I am normally really quiet on the phone. I don't say much.
I know.
But this girl that I dated again for a short time, we talked forever. It was like weird, and I'm still friends with her too. But she what was it? I believe it was the Wraith Chaser. So she was actually on TV being interviewed for Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. She used to be a volunteer there at Old South. That's actually where I met her, but I didn't I met her, but I really didn't say anything to her or anything like that. So, but she's pretty cool. But she's like the only person I could freaking talk to and not have a goddamn argument with. Why do women do that?
No, we never argued. I mean,
No, we haven't.
we've always had good
No.
conversation. I don't know why women argue though. It's just something they like to do, I guess.
We talked about this, and it's I mean, it's starting in schools. Oh, girls can do it better than boys, and
Mm-hmm.
everything's geared more towards girls in school than boys, and we got to make sure the girls get through. Okay, what about the boys? Because you're leaving them behind.
Mm-mm.
It's like,
I think a lot of women in the paranormal are great. You like with Miranda and Chris, they're awesome. They're in it for the right reasons. They actually care, and I mean, there's others as well. I also think too that women are a lot closer to the paranormal than us guys. For
That we are.
a couple of
I will
reasons.
agree with you there.
I think women just have a better line of connection with it. That might be why I always have issues not getting anything.
No, you're just always with Matt usually.
There was somebody, a female that I investigated with at Hales. That was weird. Investigating with her, I never experienced anything crazy like that before. We had Joe does not get anything. Okay.
what?
So we were in one part of the dam. It was just her and I investigating. We didn't want to be stuck in a big ass group because it was an event. And since I have a little bit of pull, I had a little bit of leeway there, I should say. I was able to say, "Yeah, I'm not going with anybody. I'm just going to go off. Her and I, we're just going to go and investigate, have fun." And we were in one part of the room, and a group comes walking in. I'm like, "Hey guys, we're over here. Just letting them know that we're there." So Nobody responded. So I yelled, I got even louder. No response. I said, well, I'm going to sit over or stand over here in this corner and freaking jerk off, I guess. Nothing.
Who is Matt? No. Can I join the panel? Link,
I have no idea.
please.
I have no idea who that is. So, then she's like, hey guys, we're over here. And they turn around like, oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I said something 3 times and I was loud and nobody heard or noticed. Another time we were walking out of the dam and we walked past 2 ladies. I said, you ladies have any luck? They kept walking. I'm like, huh? And then she turns around. She's like, hey, you guys having any luck? And they like, oh my God. Like, we didn't know you were behind us. Like, we walked past you, flashlights and all. We walked past you. Okay, that's just weird.
That's crazy weird.
Yeah, I ended
Okay.
I ended up having to walk away from her. That was kind of weird. But then she ended up inviting me like 2 years later to the Monroe house. I'm like, no, I don't, want to upset my girlfriend, trying to be nice about it, whatever. I ended up investigating with her. And that was freaking weird too.
That sounds
Why is
freaking
it
weird.
weird?
Like, there was activity that was going on that I never experienced there and nobody has experienced as well. I got threatened. Something said, I will kill you. I was like, yeah.
Dang, Joe.
Twice, door shut on its own. We had went through the door, went to the basement, set up a camera, come back up. The door was closed. I'm like, did you close that door? She's like, no. She's like, did you? I'm like, no. We have a wire running through there. Don't want to break the wires. Don't want to mess the wires up for the camera. Her sister was there with us too. She's like, did you shut that door? She's like, no, I've been sitting here. She's like, I thought I heard something. I thought maybe you guys shut it. The second day we were there, we were all goofing off, taking pictures and stuff like that. And we heard a slam. And the house kind of rattled. I'm like, what the hell was that? And her sister was like, oh, that came from outside. That was a car door. I'm like, didn't sound like it come from outside. Yeah, it sounded like it come, from that direction. We went downstairs. I went into the kitchen. That damn door slammed shut.
Dang.
And I don't know if she was telling me the truth or not, but she had said for whatever reason she felt like she needed to like get closer to me and put her hand around me or whatever. She's like, and when I was getting ready to do that, that door slammed shut. I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking in my head, yeah, don't do that. Don't put your freaking hands on me like that. Yeah, that was weird. Just the stuff that happened. There was other things that happened too. There were some things. I have a video up on that, and I'm just like, I cut out so much. There was so much more going on, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to cut this stuff. It was just a bit like it comes to a point where you can catch a lot, like from time to time you can catch so much stuff, and when you put it out there it's like too good to be true, and then people start questioning, which I don't mind people questioning it, but I just like, I don't want to deal with that.
I figure if they question too much, they're just trying to stir a pot or something.
Well, there was a time when Matt, he wanted to, do this thing where he would debunk people's videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, first off, we already have people who do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you never know. You could come across something that is legit and you think it's fake, and you completely just ruin somebody's reputation.
Hmm.
You legitimatize, them. And, the only thing that they can say is, no, it's real, it's real, it's real. Oh, prove it, prove it, prove it. And it's like, that can really hurt somebody's reputation.
Oh yeah.
And Matt still was like, all about doing that until that happened to him.
Hmm.
Um,
I was just gonna say, yeah, it came back and bit him in the butt on
But
that one.
but he asked to have. He's like, I dare somebody to debunk my stuff.
Yeah.
I dare them.
but the thing is that it may be legit. Somebody can still debunk it. I'm not saying that it is fake. What I'm saying is that somebody can still say, I debunked this. Here's what really happened. Here's what really went on. And I mean, I can go through anybody's stuff who's legit and say, oh, well, this is what they did. And that's not what they did at all. Um, because the paranormal, like if you see a chair moving on its own, that shit looks fake. Like just seeing it move, you're like,
Hmm.
even though you're there, it's like, holy shit, that just happened.
Hmm.
It still looks fake. When we were in Hales, I was with some friends, freaking chair moved. And I'm just like, okay, because it looked fake to me. And then everybody else like, holy shit, the chair moved. I'm like, yeah, because that does happen in the area that we were at. That the freaking chair will move. It's not like it moves a lot. It's just a little bit where you hear it scoot a little.
Hmm.
But I'm just like, the paranormal looks fake. When shit moves on its own, it looks fake. When a door shuts on its own, yeah, it looks fake. But you also kind of have to blame the people who do fake things. When they go out there and they fake stuff, everybody's so quick to jump to, oh, it's fake. And that just, that hurts. I mean, I've captured a lot of stuff that I don't put on my channel because I'm like, somebody's going to say it's fake. So I'm not even going to bother putting that out there.
Right.
I took it down a long time ago, but I had video of a chair moving on its own. There were no strings, no nothing, nada. It moved like an inch or two. Nobody was even in the room. Was that time? It was twice. One time, nobody was in the room. It was captured on a DVR camera. The other time, I was in the room and seen it. It was a different location. Seen this chair move. Um, but it looked fake. I'm like, I'm not putting that up there. It looks fake. Like people will sit there and say, "Oh, it's fake. You did this, you did that," even though nobody did anything.
Yeah.
It's just there's no point.
Well, it's it's the same as you know people that have abilities, and you have somebody that comes in and
Hmm.
I I don't believe in bashing anybody. And I don't think I'm bashing anybody because they found proof. But this guy, Robert Rahiki, has been hitting every single podcast he can get his hands on. He's hit me up 4 times. The last time, even giving me his phone number so we can talk on the phone. I was like, yeah, I don't get good vibes off of you. It turns out he claims to be a medium, a shaman. He claimed to be a forensic profiler, a psychologist, and Kenny Biddle pulled all kinds of information on this dude.
Kenny
he
Biddle's
went,
great.
yeah, he found so much stuff on this guy. He is a 2-time felon. He's done prison time, about a
Yeah,
year and a half.
kind of like the guy who likes to write about me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep going.
He claimed that he was going to Florida University and he was one of 3 or one of 4. The stories always change. One of 3 or one of 4 that got to go in and actually talk to Ted Bundy before his execution. He was there for the execution. He got the date wrong on the execution. He said Ted Bundy was executed on a Sunday. Kenny found out, no, he was executed on a Tuesday.
I don't think they execute on the weekends, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not 100%
Here in
sure.
Georgia, they do. It's just whenever the date lands.
Yeah.
But this guy is a trip. He says he works with children that are dying and he helps them move on.
I don't believe him. The move on thing.
And
Yeah.
but he has hit the circuit and hit it hardcore. And I was telling this person, I was like, I said, I did not. It made my skin crawl because I saw him on one podcast that I watched forever. Listen up, paranormal brothers and sisters. We have to unite. We have to get along and look out for each other and care for each other.
Well,
Listen up,
somebody says that's automatically a red flag to me.
Right.
I mean, one of the felonies is he stole a lot of money, from an elderly disabled woman. And then the other felony was he's trying to obtain credit under false statement. He did not go to University of Florida. He actually went to University of Illinois. And they looked to see if he had a license because it does, if you're a psychologist, then you have to register. And he, nowhere in Florida is his name found. They did a countrywide search and found out he still doesn't have any kind of license for psychology. And the sad thing is, and this is what upsets me, he is caught red-handed. He is none of these things. None. He's created this persona. I don't know why, to be honest. And so many people trusted him enough. He's been on a lot of podcasts, a lot. And I'm like, see, there you go. There you go. It hurts us.
It really does. But the saddest part is there are still people that will follow him.
Oh,
and believe him.
They hit the
That's
people that are, they've called these people because it was a group of people. It's Kenny and couple of other people that dug in, and I mean they're being called trolls and haters, and I'm going, they have physical proof this guy's
Yeah.
lying. Do you really want him near you? He was part of a paranormal team, and he made the biggest mistake. They said about 30 minutes being at the home, he pulled the homeowner aside and said, "You can dismiss them, and if you pay me such amount of money, I will cleanse your house and get rid of what's in your house,"
Dang.
which really pissed off the paranormal group
No
that was
kidding.
there, because at least she had enough sense to go to them and say, "Hey, your guy over here is doing this." I mean, it I am a big thing on trusting my gut and what I feel off of people, and yeah, I just did not. And you can't listen to him that well. Oh, and he's Roman Catholic and gay,
No.
which is not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know any
I'll be right
Roman.
back.
I don't know any Roman Catholic churches that are like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I don't. I guess. I guess that's a thing. I don't know, but I could get two shits with somebody's. Yeah, I don't care. I. It's all about their intent, what they're about. Um. Well, I mean, that's like with I won't mention names. Trying to run me, through this shit, and it's like, dude. First off, I only investigate with certain individuals. I only talk to certain people on any kind of social media platform, and I hardly talk to people. Um, anyways, but people know better. When I go to events, I only go to events that my friends will be at. I always end up sharing a room with somebody. The last event that I went to, Sharon and a bunch of people can tell you exactly how I was. Very laid back, had fun, nothing inappropriate. But people, the thing is that like certain individuals who don't know better will believe it. And yeah, this guy, he went to prison for kidnapping. He had a hold on, because this guy, I want to pull this up.
I already know. I know the whole story.
Yeah, but that person contacted a friend of mine who has nothing to do with the paranormal, when he's sending me text messages going, dude, this guy got a hold of me, and then he tells me, well, I did a background check on him because this friend, he's a detective. So I ran a background check on this guy. He's like, so here's this stuff in case you didn't know. And I'm like, I already knew that stuff. But he's like, I got nothing to do with the paranormal. Who are these people? So, but people are going to believe shit like that. And it doesn't surprise me that, this guy, he's out there getting on these shows and people are buying it.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to have those people who,
And
they'll
he's
follow.
got on big shows. I mean, he got on Sean Gilmore's show,
Ugh,
Our Paranormal.
yeah.
He went and got on, was it Studio 6? Jay Hill.
Hmm.
Um, then 1, 2, 3 more people interviewed. 4 more people interviewed him. But I mean, he was contacting me 4 times. I was like, dude, stop. I, I don't like what I see. I don't. But it's that right there. It just cheapens things and makes things look bad.
Um, you know, though, here's the thing. The paranormal community, and really any community, um, they'll catch on quick, and we're good about weeding out people. And that's that's the one good thing about the paranormal. It may not happen all the time, but for the most part, you know, most talk amongst one another. Hey, here's the deal with this. Heads up, and that's really it. There's no shit talk or anything like that. So kind of keep an eye out on things.
What
There was
the way they came out, I thought was, you know, it wasn't attacking or accusing or anything. They just said, "Here's the facts. This is what we found."
and that's what's needed.
Right. But
When
problem is, he's hit so many podcasts and has gotten out there. So now people are upset that he's being called out for these things.
right,
He's not a shaman. He doesn't have mediumships.
here's here's the thing I like about Kenny Biddle.
Mhm.
Uber skeptic, okay, and I like that. He's a real skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of like people, like I say, I'm a skeptic. I am, but am I? Same thing with anybody else in the paranormal.
Right.
When you really meet a skeptic, then it kind of puts you in check a little bit.
Exactly. That's what I like about him is he knows what he's, but yet
Yeah.
he's willing to admit, hey, that might be,
and he does his homework. He does a lot of people go, I researched and it's like, no, you just went on the internet and just seen what everybody else was saying. Whereas Kenny, he will do his own research. He doesn't rely on anyone else. So going and talking to him, having him in a documentary about this, the whole thing with Bathsheba, and him giving us more input and things like that. We also sure, there were no reported deaths in the house, only a death or two or whatever on the grounds. There was a war going on, so who knows? And we're not, and overall, we're not saying that the house is haunted. It's the land, and the house is like, it's there. And they're not the only home that has activity going on. Their neighbors have things going on. But when you're going to, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Am I going to sneeze? Come on, sneeze. Do something, nose.
look at the light.
when
Go to the light, Joe. Go to the light.
if you're going to call somebody out, have proof. Otherwise,
Right.
it's just hearsay. It means nothing. But again, too, you have people who, if they want to throw a hearsay out or they hear it, then they'll buy it. And that just doesn't just pertain to the paranormal. It's everyday life.
Well, there's good and bad in everything.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I don't, unless I have proof, I'm not going to say much. I can give somebody a heads up, and say, hey, look, this is kind of what I'm hearing here. I don't know if it's true or not, but, or for example, I had proof of a individual being a complete shithead at a location. And, basically I made a little video of that saying, this is not how you investigate. This is not how you act on an investigation. And it was
Well,
funny.
I'm glad you haven't shown my video yet, Joe.
Well, I don't know why, but other people stuck their nose into it because a couple of days later.
Because they like the freaking drama. That's why.
So, all right, let me run through this. Anyhow, I was invited to go on an investigate. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll go back there and I'll investigate. Well, there was another guy who was invited, and she invited him because, she felt like she owed him one. They ended up alone, and the guy basically grabbed her ass, and then later denied it and said it was a ghost, but it was him. So anyways, yeah, there was a bunch of shit about that. That got resolved, and that was between them. And that's the way it should have stayed.
Yeah.
No, other people decided, we're going to bring this up because they took issue with this guy. And it's like there's more to the story than that. I won't talk about it here. I'm like,
right.
You guys don't understand. There's a hell of a lot more to the story than this that led to that. There's a lot more. Both parties guilty.
I think we've talked about this one once, and yeah, it's a lot of shit in it, and a lot of people wanted to drag it out.
Well,
which is sad.
A certain somebody, I won't say who, but Selena knows this person, decided to go and defend this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm like, how can you defend this guy? Here's this video that clearly shows what went on. And I warned the person, told the person, wouldn't listen. I'm like, it's a dead issue anyways. Nobody cares. And it's nobody's business. Well, that person found out. I was right.
Yeah. Well, you're right with that person quite a few times, but, they got to learn on their own.
Right. I should have kept that live stream.
Yes.
So I kind of felt bad, but I proved that person wrong, although it drove me nuts. I did tell her to shut the F up, though. God, I was getting pissed. I don't normally say something like that unless somebody just keeps just digging and digging and and just won't stop. And I got to that point, I'm like, whoever, shut the fuck up. I'm literally right here, right now, I am proving beyond a shadow of a doubt this. No, kept blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, that equipment must be garbage. Da, da, da. I'm like, really? All of it? Everything that I have laid out here is faulty and garbage? Really?
Yup. Because you don't have any good equipment, Joe. It's all garbage.
So, and that's not even my equipment. That was Gary's. And we know it works.
You're right.
Except for the K2. He did say there was something wrong with the K2. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I made the point.
Yes.
You know, basically what this person was saying was cell phone set off equipment. That is true. However, the way cell phones are made now, they don't have that high EMF leak that can set equipment off. So I took my iPhone, which is, you know, the most powerful phone I have. I even took my other phone, and I had people blasting me with messages while I was showing this person that this is not gonna go off.
Yeah.
You gotta hold it this way. You gotta hold it that. No, you hold it. I mean, I literally took my phone and I was up against the REM pod. Just look, it's not going off. I'm receiving messages. It's not on airplane mode.
Yeah. Well, that person argued with quite a few other people about some of the same issues and lost the argument with them as well. So she just doesn't like being proved wrong. And you were definitely making a very good, valid point of proving her wrong.
Yeah,
proving them wrong, I should say.
that was. Yeah, I basically destroyed her on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if I don't know something, I don't know something, or I might give my opinion about it. But in that case, I was like, no, that's not necessarily true. And what I found interesting was the first time I used my iPhone for a live stream, we were doing that residential. Gary and I, we were outside. We had a REM pod up, and it went off. I'm like, maybe the phone did it, but it would have continued to go off.
Right.
And I brought it even like inches away from it, even so close that, you know, the REM pod did go off. And as soon as I, pulled back, because the phone was damn near touching the antenna, or maybe it did touch the antenna, it stopped. I even had it like just feet away from it. And I was getting messages. I was live streaming.
Yeah.
It was not going off.
No.
So I'm like, I guess the phone doesn't set that off. Even with my other phone, like I said, I tried with my other phone, a cheaper phone. I even took my $60 phone. Did the same thing. So, oh.
Yeah. Que sera, sera. With people like that, you can go till you're blue in the face and purple and all those other different colors, and they'll still go. But
I understand what she's saying.
I totally got what she was saying, but she was wrong. So she should have just said, okay, well, I didn't do enough research, or I didn't think that blah, 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 or whatever.
A REM pod, most of the REM pods people use anyways don't detect EMF anyhow.
Right.
You got to touch. The millimeter, it never went off. Even when I put my phone right on top of it, it never went off.
Mm.
So, whatever. But I'm not like trying to say like I know it all or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. But again, that comes with experience.
Right.
You know, when you go out there, you work, you know, with different people using different equipment, stuff like that. You learn. Um, yeah, REM pods can go off just to go off. Them, yeah, the very much, you know, could be interference when they go off. But when you have somebody literally showing you,
I know,
well,
right?
it's like,
If I'm going to sit there and argue with you and then you're going to sit there and show me, I'm going to go, whoa, Joe, okay, I got it.
oh, it's got to be turned this way. It's got to be turned that way.
Well, no, turn it this way, turn the
Doesn't
volume
matter.
down, stick your tongue out, stand on one foot, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
The orientation of a phone doesn't matter.
no, it don't.
Yeah, the processor is usually located in the center of the phone, if not off to the side or up towards the top. So orientation doesn't matter. It's not like shit moves like, oh, hey, he's this way, so we gotta guts gotta get rotated.
Right.
One thing that absolutely though drives me nuts is when somebody's talking to me and telling me things that they have experienced and then get upset with me because I'm not saying much. They're like, you're not listening. It's like, no, I'm listening. I'm just like, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I want to think about this. I want to give a good answer back. I don't want to give a half-ass answer. And it always that kind of shit drives me nuts. Or, you think you know everything, or it's always about you, and that it's like, oh my god, why am I in the paranormal?
Right.
And how did this become? It's all about me. What's going on? I don't understand. No, but when people tell me about their experiences, stuff like that, I do listen. I may not say anything, and it's not just me. A lot of other paranormal investigators do it too. Give us time to be
Process
thoughtful.
it.
Yeah, process it. Be thoughtful. Because there may have been a time when we had a similar experience, or somebody else that we know had that experience. Kind of think, could it be the same thing here that's going on? There's a lot of things that go into that. But
Exactly.
This is funny. It's a new location that's opened up, Bell Mansion. And they posted this. It's hilarious. He says, so Angie and I were getting ready for bed. Angie's phone rang with a weird number. Sent to voicemail. They called again. So I answered it. The lady's on the other end asking if they could check out the building. Well, we wear clothes, ma'am. Well, it's for Jonathan Davis. Y'all don't know who Jonathan Davis?
yeah, from Korn.
Singer of Korn.
Yeah.
He's into the paranormal.
Yeah.
He says, well, yes, we're open now. So, yeah, that just happened, folks. Hang out for about 4 hours, ghost hunting with Jonathan. Brittany and his son. What an awesome Sunday night. We're truly blessed.
Wow. That would be pretty cool.
Where's that place at?
Probably wherever his next gig is at.
Indiana.
In Indiana next. So they probably played up in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be here next. And I'm going. Yeah.
Now that would be freaking awesome.
I mean, could you imagine you're getting ready for bed and you get a call?
Right.
Hey, we want to look at your location. Ed just gave a warning. He's closing in 15 minutes.
Yeah, John Davis. He's into the paranormal.
Tennessee Wrath Chasers.
Wraith.
Wraith. Why did I say
I
Wrath?
investigated with them.
Yes, you have.
What band did that one of the guys were in?
I don't think he was in a big band. I know he was in a
No,
band.
they opened. He said they opened for Korn and a few other big names, but they weren't.
That was probably a buy-in. So what bands will do, like bands that are not on a label, they'll get a hold of their management and say, "Hey, we would like to be an opening act, and it costs a couple $1,000."
Well, I was trying to figure out just what band he was in.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the music for the TV show was done by one of the guys and somebody else. They're good dudes. I investigated with them. They're really down to earth. They're really cool. They're funny too. And it sucks that they don't have a show anymore. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is.
And then I found out two guys from what was it? It's the three black guys. They're investigators. They're got a TV
Ghost
show.
Brothers.
Yeah. Two of them live here in Atlanta.
One of them lives in Florida, I believe.
Yeah, the other two are here.
I met one of them up at Post Town. I never did get a picture with him though. But he was up at Post Town. There was an event going on, and he was one of the guests. And I didn't say too much to him. I was also kind of tired. Let's see.
I know Dalen Spratton. He's the one that is the head guy for his team, and he lives in Atlanta.
Let's see. Oh, that's what that was. Oh, Lord. I ran my mouth too much.
When do you not run your mouth, Joe?
Normally, I'm just very quiet and laid
Oh,
back.
yeah, right.
I was talking to Sharon on the phone earlier, and I wasn't saying too much of anything. She's probably gonna be like, "This motherfucker don't want to talk to me."
Oh, goodness. No, Sharon, you just have to pick the right topic. Because, like, we've had many conversations where I feel like I'm the one, like, sitting there just gabbing away, and then we hit the right topic, and then, yeah.
And they're not paranormal related.
No, it's usually movies.
Or something. And I don't even watch very many movies. Like, I don't watch movies at all. I don't even remember which movie. What was the last movie I seen in a movie theater? It might have been.
Too expensive.
Oh, I know, aren't they, though?
Was it Spider-Man or was it Ghostbusters? It was Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the last movie I seen in the theaters.
What does Ed want? Closing in 5 minutes. Giving us the
Last
countdown.
call.
Right?
So I got up to turn my ceiling fan on and to get my KT tape. So I said, oh crap, I gotta go get my scissors. So I ran to get my scissors. I was coming back. Barney was up on my bed trying to eat my piece of pizza. I was like, you little shit. So he got his butt popped and the pizza got thrown in the trash. So now I've got a fresh piece and he's standing here about looking like he's about to jump on the bed. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. You better go find a place to lay down.
Oh, Saga, she's so sensitive. All I gotta do is go, what are you doing? And she's like,
well, he's pushing it. Because I've been trying some of the tricks that, you and Ed were telling me about. And so it was kind of starting to work. And then something clicked and he's just like, yeah. So now we're, okay, who's in charge? No, I don't think so. So, worse than a child, I swear.
I mean, like when, if people saw my reaction to Saga, because she has snapped at Derek twice and growled at him, and we were all on the bed, and she growled at Derek, and I grabbed her by the scruff of the back of her neck and threw her on the bed, pinned her down. And I was like, called the kid back, made him sit over her, and she hasn't done anything.
You better go find a place to lay down.
3 minutes.
Go.
God.
Go lay down. Do something.
Yeah, see, even Sharon's like, he's quieter on the phone for sure. I used to get shit for that all the time. How come I'm always the one that's got to carry the conversation? Because I'm a man of few words. I don't. My son's the same way on the phone. Like if I call him or he calls me, hey, what's going on? Oh, no, anything new? No. What have you been up to? Tells me. So yeah, conversation goes quiet.
I know, because for a long time when we were first getting to know each other, I was like, I always felt weird because then I would kind of shut up and then just kind of sit there, and then you go, and then you'd say what you needed to say, and then I'd start talking. Then I go, wow.
That's basically.
You're like, yeah, you just got to know. I just don't talk much. And okay,
just starting the countdown.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Oh wow. Wow. Thanks, hon.
Yeah. I need.
Are you after 1 minute? Are you going to start doing seconds?
My alarm is set for 5:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Anyways, we got a minute left.
I got a notification saying that I'm going to be working 8 to 4 and then midnight to 8. So I get double duty tomorrow.
Yeah.
With a nap in between. Yeah, it is. Very true. $14 an hour. I can't pass it up.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to hop off of here.
Okay, Joe. Love ya.
I'm not going to have Ed shut it down.